from recipes4ourdailybread.com. So let's talk pantry staples today. I know that most people carry in their pantry some red sauce, or spaghetti sauce, or marinara works fine, and 16 ounces of pasta. Normally I would use a macaroni pasta or penne pasta. Today we're using spaghetti because that was what was in my pantry today. So I am going to use my Instapot because that is the fastest way to whip up anything. So with our pantry staples, we're going to make a quick and easy spaghetti pasta or red sauce pasta. I'm going to use 3 cups of chicken broth, which is also a staple in my pantry all the time. I've got 3 cups of chicken broth. And before I did that, I sauteed in my Instapot a pound of ground sausage. You could use ground beef. That would be perfectly fine. In fact, I've got a little more than a pound of ground beef, or brown sausage, because I used the brown sausage and then I had leftover ground beef in my refrigerator that I needed to use. So I added that to this pot. So I have that, the ground beef, the ground sausage, and the chicken broth, 3 cups of chicken broth. I'm adding 3 cups, which is 24 ounces of a red sauce, spaghetti sauce, marinara, something like that. So you choose that. We're going to add that directly into the Instapot. Okay, and then we have to have a little seasoning. So let's start with our onion. I've got a small to medium size onion that I chop very fine. I like it to be fine so that it just infuses even faster and better, I think. And plus it hides it from the kids who might be picky eaters. I know mine were when they were small. And then a pound of pasta. Today, like I said, this was just staple in my pantry today, so I used the spaghetti. It is 16 ounces, and 16 ounces of any pasta will work. Because this is spaghetti and it's large, I'm going to break it in half. So let's do that. We're going to put that directly in there. So I know you could do this on the stove, but you can put this in here in just a matter of minutes, and it cooks in 4 minutes. You can't beat that. 4 minutes and it is done. Okay, into my dried pasta and my pound of ground sausage and a little bit of leftover ground beef that I had, and 3 cups of chicken broth and my 24-ounce jar of spaghetti sauce. I am adding 2 teaspoons of garlic and 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. Use your favorite Italian seasoning, it'll work just fine. So we're going to add that right into that, and I'm going to kind of stir it up a little bit and press my noodle pasta down. And that's all, folks. How fast is that? Super quick. So I'm going to put the lid on it on the pressure cooker, and I am going to pressure cook. We've got, I must have cooked something 5 minutes last time because it remembered it. I'm going to go down a minute and cook it 4 minutes, and that's it. You don't have to, as you know, with a pressure cooker, you don't have to press start or anything up. It'll bring it up to pressure a few minutes, and then it'll start, it's getting there, and it'll start counting down that 4 minutes. When the 4 minutes hits, you can quick release it if you want to. Go ahead and do that, and we'll come back and I will show you what I do next, which is add a little cheesy goodness to it. Okay, our timer just went off for our quick pasta with red sauce and the seasonings. It's basically spaghetti. So I use, yes, I have dogs. Our spaghetti is ready, and we're going to release the pressure in our Instant Pot. All right, so our quick recipe with our staples, our red sauce or spaghetti sauce, our chicken stock, and our pasta is ready. It took 4 minutes. How fast was that? Very quick and easy. Okay, so like I said, any pasta will work. And it looks so good. We're gonna stir up our noodles, our spaghetti noodles, so that they're not sticking together. So stir it up real good. And it looks good. I'm going to end this recipe by just kicking it up a little bit more and making it a little better that kids will love. 2 cups of cheese. We're gonna make it a little gooey. So I've got mozzarella cheese. This works really good with macaroni noodles, but like I said, I was using my staples in my pantry and I had spaghetti today, spaghetti noodles, so that is what I used. So it makes it nice and cheesy. So I'm gonna grab a little saucer and get me some of this so I can show you what it looks like. All right, so let me get a sample and try this quick and easy recipe using the pasta I had on hand. Look at that, yum. The pasta that I had on hand and the sausage, the ground beef, a little bit of ground beef just because I had it extra. You don't have to use that. You could use a combination of ground beef and sausage. You could just use all sausage or all ground beef. A pound, pound and a half usually works great in here. 3 cups of the chicken broth and 3 cups of red sauce of your choice. Whatever's in your pantry will work just fine. Either marinara, spaghetti sauce, it'll all work. And then 2 teaspoons Italian seasoning, 2 teaspoons of garlic, and 1 pound, 16 ounces of your favorite type of pasta, or whatever's in your pantry will work just fine. So we use that and then set it on high pressure for 4 minutes. That's all that you need, 4 minutes. So let's take a bite of this 4-minute recipe. Every single time I use my Instapot, the flavors are so much more intense. It's really, really delicious. Give this a try.